This is the Bill Squire Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to this week's episode of the Bill Squire Show. Thank you so much for continuing to support me. I appreciate it so much. I'm putting my heart and soul into this show. I'm really trying hard to do this, and it's all me. The Bill Squire Show is the Bill Squire Show. From the filming to the editing, all that stuff, it's all me. So if there's any problem, it's mine. Last week there were some audio problems. I take responsibility for it. I'm going to step it up this week and it's going to be better. And I appreciate you guys taking this chance. Everybody's time is valuable. And the fact that you guys will listen to this and give me feedback and help me create something that I want to do is very important to me. And I don't want it to go unnoticed that, it's a small amount of people right now, but it's going to grow. And I'm very excited about that. And one of the biggest things that I want to do on this show is help other people get some recognition. I think there's a lot of people out there that are super funny that don't get the recognition they deserve. And one of those people is my buddy, Ben Palmer. Ben Palmer is a comedian. He's been a comedian for about 10 years or so. And he lives in LA now. And he does something that's pretty unique. He creates fake profiles for businesses and then trolls customers that are complaining about dumb stuff. So he's really, really funny. So I'm going to introduce Ben Palmer right now, and make sure you follow Ben on Instagram at Palmer Trolls, PalmerTrollS on Instagram. He's hysterical. Check it out right now. Ben Palmer on the Bill Squire Show.
What you need to do.
Nah, that's good. I was trying to cover myself because I heard that gives you anxiety. You have to look at yourself all the time, but whatever.
Oh, yeah. I've gotten pretty used to it because I do a live stream for our radio show every day. So I'm looking at myself and everything. It's helped my posture, to be honest.
Oh.
Because I'm always I'm always slumped over. My shoulders act a little bit.
Yeah.
With that. So,
yeah.
I'm here with Ben Palmer. He's a comedian and kind of an internet hero of mine because of what he does. He trolls people online using fake company social media websites, and it's fantastic. And I share your stuff all the time on Instagram because they always make me laugh my ass off.
Thanks, man. I love when you share this stuff. It makes me feel good.
Well, it's good shit, and I see it all the time on Imgur, which I don't know if you know Imgur.
Oh yeah,
it's like a photo sharing website, and I'll see your stuff all the time, and I always try to give you credit and be like, hey, this is the guy's Instagram, because it's one of those things where it's very anonymous and you're not doing it for any other reason. It seems like then to just kind of have fun and kind of fuck around and kind of goof on really gullible people.
Yeah, and then it always gets shared. Yeah, it helps when you go on there and tell them that, hey, there's a guy who actually does this if you want to see more of it,
Right. And that's kind of what I'm trying to bring attention to, because the chances are people have seen some of your memes that have been out there. And I want you to get some credit for it. And actually I have a question. Do you have anybody, any social media, of an actual company to reach out and be like, hey, do you want to be our social media guy?
Not yet, but I don't know. I think but the more exposure this stuff gets, I don't know. Who knows? That day might come.
You could be like the next Wendy's writer.
Right.
Something.
Right. That would be fun. I think that'd be a good idea for, a company that doesn't care as much, but still has fun people to interact with.
Right. I feel like a Steakums or Moon Pie or something like that. One of those resurgent brands because of social media is a good pick for that. So we just got to find that maybe Light Brights. You know what? We need to get back in the mix. Let's get somebody. And I say Ben Palmer could bring Light Bright into the 21st century hard.
Yeah. Yeah. And somebody who doesn't have anything too serious where they're going to get sued. Yeah. It's a little behind.
Have you had any legal problems come from this, from going on and pretending to be these other companies or anything?
No legal problems, just Facebook problems. Facebook deletes all my stuff all the time.
No,
don't delete.
How often are you making new accounts? Basically every day?
I just started making new accounts just about every day or every other day, and then I'll share them in like the group of people that follow me and ask them to like add the account, so then the account looks real. So
Yeah.
then Facebook doesn't delete it like right away when I start making the pages and responding, because otherwise a lot of time, like lately, they've just been like immediately deleting it once I start responding.
Yeah.
But now that there's people adding it and like pretending like it's real, gives it a little more life.
Yeah. That's cool. That's nice that you have that kind of support system. I'll try and keep on that a little bit more. I don't really go on Facebook anymore because it's kind of a trash fire, but
yeah,
it's
a trash fire where
I will
take the stuff and leave.
Yeah. That's the thing is you are taking advantage of that trash fire and how reactionary people are to these different things and how like you have to search for these people to do like to find these people complaining about Costco or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to give away your methods, but like
no, we can talk about it.
How hard is it to like find, like how much time do you spend scrolling to find those people, or is it pretty abundant?
It's usually like something happens in the news and then it involves like Costco, or like a lot of times the people that follow me, they'll send me like, hey, go look at Costco's page. Just people are flipping out. Sometimes I get lucky and I see it before anybody else sees it, or I see like on Twitter, I saw like Land O'Lakes changed like the butter logo, took the Indian maiden woman off. And then like, I saw that like randomly. And then I went and looked, I'm like, oh, yep, there they are on Land O'Lakes' page complaining about that.
Yeah.
And then, so usually, but other times I'll just randomly open, have like a list of companies that I'll go look, just open a bunch of tabs and just go look for a ridiculous complaint and do it that way.
Okay. And
so it's like a collective process.
It's very funny. Now, do you incorporate this into your stand-up now? Like, do you like PowerPoint stuff?
Yeah. I've been doing, that's basically what my stand-up is now. It's like, it's just pretty much using a screen and breaking up like the best interactions, the ones that work well, like speaking, like delivering, and doing that as a show. That's like my favorite thing to do now.
Yeah, that's real cool because it's one of those things that like gives some more, depth to stand-up comedy, because like I love traditional stand-up comedy, but I also love that inventive, more, like artsy type stuff. Like I'm a big fan of Dimitri Martin. Eugene Merman does a lot of stuff like that. And I think you do you've always been like a really funny dude. And I think this is so perfect for you and for your persona, because you don't like, you go up there and you can present this stuff and you don't have to win the crowd over really, because you're like these jokes and all this shit speaks for itself. Like you can, like people are going to dig it.
Yeah. It helps that there's people online that'll say, hey, this is funny, like, so then I'm not going up there completely blind.
Yeah.
Like, okay, this got like 100 likes or whatever, I'm like, I think this one's good. We'll try it out on stage,
Right. And so then, like you can still create content. Like everybody else is dying to get on stage and they're doing these Zoom shows and stuff like that. And you're actually creating material. So like when you go back and start getting on stage again, you're going to have a whole bunch of new shit to show everybody.
Yeah. Especially with like, so much shit happening lately, and just having every day to be able to work on this, I've been able to develop some more stuff, Right. I was driving for Uber up until this happened, like coronavirus or whatever. And then it was like, well, that's it. So now here I am just in front of a computer all day. So it's definitely been helpful for me.
You're
no disrespect to anybody who's lost work or nothing, but like, it's helped me to be able to work, spend more time on like creative stuff,
and
on
writing on that, and you're taking advantage. You made a fake City of Los Angeles page and there's some pretty great stuff on there. I don't want to give away all the material, but if you follow Palmer Trolls on Instagram, you'll see all his stuff. But the most recent one was, if you say all lives matter, we will add you to our terrorist watch list, which I'm sure if people got a hold of that and like all the, angry white people, they'd be like, oh, that's not okay for a city to say. People will have to be freaking out over that. But man, it's fun to see that rage, and like to kind of like, you as someone that puts out a lot of content on the internet and you get people like that try to troll you, what you're doing is very empowering, because it's nothing about you. It's more like you get to kind of stay anonymous in a way which is kind of a double-edged sword because you're making all this funny content, but not enough
Right.
people know what's doing it.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes it's a little frustrating, like the Costco meme that was like got shared everywhere. Everyone's like, good for Costco. Everyone's like, I'm gonna buy my new Costco membership now.
Like Costco should give you some money for that.
I know. There's been some companies that have like had some, like there's this latest one. I think it's on Instagram, but like Hulu is like responding to people who are giving them a hard time about like their Black Lives Matter statement. And people are like, well, I was thinking about not signing up for Hulu, but so it's like, but like the good part is that, I don't get like hate mail coming to like my inbox and shit like that. I mean, if they try hard enough, they can find me, but like I don't have to battle them personally. It's all like behind the disguise or whatever.
Yeah. It's kind of fun to have that mask in a way to just kind of be able to mess with people, and also, go after people that just they don't vet anything. They're just raw nerve type people that are so freaked out over a company replying that way, and they're always like, "Oh, you should be fired." I love the news ones that you do. The local news ones are fucking hysterical.
Oh, good. I'm glad you said that because I need to do some more of those. Lately, it's just been like all companies, but the news one was like the latest. That was like the newest bit I was doing. Was fucking with the news people.
The news one, because those are people that are so. Like if you read the comments on any like news article, it is just a lot of devolved people giving bullshit opinions or just like really lame takes and stuff like that. And what you do is real funny to kind of give just like a, pretty snarky response a lot of times. And it's very, very funny.
Yeah, thanks. People are really abusive to their news stations.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. People are abusive to everyone. And even like the whole thing where people think that if they go on Twitter or Instagram or whatever and they complain to a company that they'll get free shit is one of my least favorite things, where people are just always given that like businesses the business to try and fucking get free things. It makes me angry. So to see you kind of take their power away and take the piss out of them is really fucking funny.
Thanks. So next time you see one of those, you just send it over.
Yeah, I will. So I haven't hung out with you in a while. You're originally from Northeast Ohio, Cleveland area, and then you moved to Atlanta. Now you're out in LA. How long you been out in LA now?
It's gonna be 4 years in October.
God damn, it's been a while.
It's gone by really quick.
Yeah, and you got married?
Yeah, I got married. Our anniversary is this month. 1 year.
Congrats, man. That's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Thanks. Yeah, grown up a little bit.
Yeah, I see that. That's impressive.
I think I was like 22. I was 22 years old when like I first found out about you. I was just starting stand up. I remember like writing your Facebook, like writing you a message like, "Hey, I just did my first set." I'm like, I want to know if you had any tips. Do you remember that?
I do remember that. And it's like one of those things, like, I think I saw you at the Funny Stop for the first time and I pulled you aside. I'm like, dude, you're funny. Keep doing what you're doing. And I remember a couple of your jokes hit real hard and some of them didn't hit as hard. And you were kind of like moping about the ones that didn't hit. And I was like, dude, don't worry about, like, you're new, you're funny, you're going to get better. You got to, just keep going. And also, I think I told you that this is the Funny Stop, so it's not a great gauge of what stand-up comedy is. Like,
right. That place is a lot of fun. I miss that place, but it's a different,
it is a lot of fun, but it's also not the best. So there's some jokes that will work there that it's like traveling back in time a little bit.
Yeah, and you got the owner heckling you the whole time. So
yeah, exactly. Now I get to heckle him though because I make him enough money that he's like I can kind of say whatever.
Yeah, he works for you.
You're funny. Yeah. So follow at Palmer Trolls on Instagram. What else do you work? I mean, you do stand up? You do a lot of these Instagram stuff?
Oh, so I think what I was going to say before about the most trouble I've gotten into. So I started, it's pretty new. It's a podcast where it's basically just like a parody of a corporate business interview. And I pretend to be like a senior editor at Business Insider. And I interview like the CEOs of companies. And it's basically just ripping the company up. And so this one was Lyft. It was the very first one. And they sent me a cease and desist and got it removed from like Buzzsprout, my podcast host. and Apple took it down. So yeah, and then Twitter like deleted the account I had made for it.
Oh, that's
so that was probably like
really
the most
funny.
That's
a really
fun
funny idea.
It was fun like when it all happened, but like as far as like getting momentum from people listening, like I had people starting to leave reviews and people was following the Twitter, and then they were like, nope, gone. But I mean, it's still out there. I put it all back up.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Well, where can they find that?
That's called the name of the podcast is Hope This Helps, and then
Hope This Helps. Okay.
There is like the title of my YouTube channel, and there's like my videos are
okay. So you're on YouTube as well. All right, man. Well, I keep these interviews a little short, but I really appreciate you coming on, shooting the shit with me a little bit. Yeah. And check out Palmer Trolls on YouTube, on Instagram, and Hope This Helps podcast, because he's doing very creative, very interesting things, and he's a funny dude.
Thanks, Bill. Good to see you again, man. Thanks for having me on.
Good to you, man. Yep. All right, no problem.
All right, cool.
Another person that I think is super funny that doesn't get the recognition they deserve, Martin Malloy, my buddy Marty. He's been on Flicks and Bill a bunch. He was on the first episode of this show, and he's back this week, and he has a new job lined up with Amazon, and he's very excited about it, but he's nervous that they're going to make him drive a tow motor. So obviously I start kind of getting in his head about driving a tow motor and show him a bunch of tow motor accidents and say that they're all him. And that's what's going to happen when he starts driving a tow motor. And I enjoyed it a lot. He enjoyed it a little bit. I enjoyed it a lot. I think you're going to enjoy it a lot. Check out this segment right now. Marty.
How you doing, Marty?
I'm doing good. I got a job, so one of these days I can get a brand new American car and get me an American girl.
You have goals. Well, it's good to see you too.
Yes, nice to see you.
You already had 2 jobs in the last episode that you were on. You talked about some of the jobs that you have. You work at McDonald's and you work at
Mark's.
Look at the camera up here
Mark's.
so you don't. That's the one you're looking at right there.
Okay.
Okay. So we're looking up there. Okay. So you work at, but you're going to leave the Mark's job and start where?
Amazon.
Amazon, working for Jeff Bezos, part of the enemy.
Why is he the enemy? He pays well.
Does he?
At least $15 an hour. I'm going to get 18.
I've heard that he doesn't pay well, and everybody complains and says that he runs these like sweatshops basically and all this stuff.
Oh,
so you're saying that this is going to be
according to what I saw, they said I get $15 an hour at least, plus a job differential for the
shift that you're going to work.
Shift differential and that's $3 or $2.41 or $3.33.
So that could be a pretty decent paycheck each week.
Yeah.
Working 40 hours a week doing that.
Well, I don't think it's 40. I think it's like 30.
Oh, because they don't want to pay you for insurance and stuff.
Well, if I could take one shift that I get insurance and the other shift I don't get insurance, but the shift where I don't get insurance has a higher pay differential.
Okay, so you'd rather have the pay than the insurance.
I think I can keep my old insurance.
Okay, so you'll be all right then.
Yeah.
So it's a good job. What will you be doing there? Are you going to be like the head of marketing?
I'm going to be dangerous. I got a tow motor. I got a tow motor.
You can drive a tow motor?
No, but they're going to teach me.
I have an idea. Let's look up some tow motor accidents.
Oh, no. I don't want to see that.
Why not?
Because it's what's to come.
Is it going to be you? Well, tow motor accidents. This is going to be Marty. Motor accident. Boom. All right. So do you know have you ever driven a tow motor before?
No.
Because it's like different. It's not like driving a car. Oh, here's a whole compilation. So let me get this all set up over here. Click on this real quick.
I want to tell a joke today.
You want to tell a joke today? All right, you tell a joke right now while I'm setting this up.
Okay. I don't know if this is funny because I've never told it, but I hate when people complain about insignificant things.
Like what?
My friend complained to me that they forget his name at Starbucks. That's no big deal. They forget my name at Starbucks, and I've been working there for 2 years. You like that one?
That's cute. That's a cute joke. I'll give you a cute on that one.
I've never told it.
Are you going to tell it tonight?
Now. No, I'm not going to tell it tonight. It's not good enough, I don't think.
I think it's pretty good. You might as well try it out. All right, let's watch this. All right, so here's a bunch of tow motor accidents. Let's get some sound, maybe. See. I don't want this sound.
Those boxes were stacked incorrectly.
Yeah. All right, here's this guy. Oh, the wheel just turned sideways. Well, that one's nothing all that impressive.
It wasn't his fault.
That wasn't his fault. Oh, this guy's going in the mud, going for it. That's not going to end well. Not something you should be doing with the tow motor, probably, right?
Oh, those things go too fast for me.
You think that you could drive a car on a highway, and you're afraid of going 8 miles per hour on a tow motor?
Yeah.
Oh, and that goes over. Oh, that sucks. These people stay on the action, man. So are you discouraged by this? Do you think this is not something you want to do?
I hope they put me in
this one's good. You
I
drove
hope
off
they
the
put
ramp
me in the
wrong.
non-tow motor department.
Yeah. So then what will you do? Just run and get all the stuff?
I'll stack the stuff. I did the test correctly where I stacked the stuff in the right shelves.
Look at you being a good stacker. Ooh, this is a good one. All right, they're taking off a giant high shelf, and this is not going to go well because there's... Oh, no. All down. Oh. That's going to be you, and everyone's going to be cheering and laughing at you.
Shelf?
Here's your new car. Oops. Over it goes.
Oh, no. That's terrible.
Marty. Don't do that, Marty. Marty, be careful. Marty, God damn it, Marty. All those bottles destroyed. God damn it. Come on.
Oh, no. You're yelling at me. I'm not driving the tow motor yet.
Oh, these are all you. These are actually all videos of you. You didn't even know that. You actually drove a tow motor and you didn't even know that you did it. Kind of want to go back to that bottle. Oh, this one's going to be bad. Are those kegs?
I don't know.
I think they're kegs. There's something metal. Ooh. You're in a tight place there, sir. Oh, yep, they all come down. Every time. Oh, fuck. They weren't kegs, though. Oh, look at that. Wrecking the lawn. Oh, you're getting fired, sir.
He's fired.
You're fired, Marty. Marty, don't do that. Don't drop that into the dumpster. It's not going to work. You're not going to go high enough. You're not high enough, Marty. Marty, come on, Marty.
You can just
get
go
it higher. Good. Now, you got to lay it down gently. You can't just dump it forward because you're not far enough first for it to go into the dumpster. It's going to double back onto you, right?
It's going to double back onto
Oh, no, it's going sideways. Oh, God damn it, Marty. You're fired.
What is that thing?
I don't even know. These are all being used for things that I don't even know what they are. Oh, this one's not even. You weren't even close to being able to do that, right, sir? Marty, God damn it. Marty, God damn it.
Oh, they turned it right side up.
Yeah. Whoops. God damn it, Marty.
Oh, so it was
Here comes another Marty. Marty's getting ready to lift up some bottles. Ooh, the bottles are never a good idea. And look how slanty they are already. They're dropping. They're already dropping, yeah.
Maybe you can get most of the bottles, though.
Oh, save the bottle. Save the bottle. Save the bottle. Save the world. Save the bottle. Save the world. No, they're all coming down. Here comes Marty with this tow motor. God damn it, Marty. Jenga. Oh, what is that? Oh, these are stones. Yep, bye-bye. Whoopsie. Oh, fuck, that's funny. All right, that's enough of those. So you got this new job. It's going to pay well. You're going to get a new car. You excited about all that?
Well, I'm going to stay with the old car for about 6 months.
6 months.
And then I'm going to get a new one.
It's pretty sweet. You got to get up on the microphone.
In 6 months, I'm going to get a new car.
New car. So you're saving up for the new car.
I'm going to give my old car to Dave Flynn if he doesn't have a car yet.
Okay. Well, that's nice of you. You're going to give it to him. You're not going to sell it to him.
It cost me $500.
Oh, it's a pretty good car for $500. It's reliable, right?
Yeah.
It hasn't broke down on you yet?
No, but I had to get repairs. I did $1,500 in repairs.
So basically it cost you $2,000.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what's going on in the world right now.
Well, there's lots of...
Tell me what you think of cops.
What I found out was that Chauvin knew that George Floyd.
Yeah.
They worked together.
Oh, really?
A security guard somewhere.
Yeah. So he was being a dick on purpose.
Well, I'm suspecting that he knew that George Floyd had a bad criminal background, and that's why he was so rough with him.
Does he? Did he have a bad?
Yeah,
criminal
he
background?
did. He had some really bad stuff, like home invasion.
But he still killed him.
He still shouldn't have killed him. He didn't. He served his time for his home invasion.
Yeah. Then he's trying to turn his life around.
Yeah.
So, all right, tell me about what you think of cops in general.
I don't want to say what I think because all the cop people are going to get me.
No, I want to hear your honest opinion on cops.
I think there's a lot of bad ones.
And have you had any interactions with cops?
A cop pulled a gun on me.
Really?
Yeah.
When did a cop pull a gun on you?
Well, I used to put up. Remember, I told you I used to put up posters on college.
Yeah.
I used to put up posters on college campuses.
That way you can look at me and.
I used to put up posters on college campuses.
Do you want to hold this? Is that better?
No.
Okay.
And I went to Kent State and my car broke down and I got a rental car and I go home and my mom says, "What'd you do with your car?" And I said, "It broke down in Kent State." And I told her like 3 times and she didn't believe me. So then I said, "I gave my car away for Christmas." Then she said, "I'm going to call the mental hospital on you," even though I hadn't been in the mental hospital since 1986 and this was 1996. And so I leave the house with just shorts on and no shirt in the winter. And I'm driving the car and the cop starts trying to pull me over. And I thought my mom called them. They're going to take me to the mental hospital. So I stopped in someone's driveway and I ran and the cop pulled a gun on me.
So you tried to run away from the cops and the cop pulled a gun on you because you didn't want to go to the mental hospital.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things...
But that's not what they were... They were chasing me because I ran a red light, not because my mom called
But it's not
them.
worth shooting someone over running a red light. Like, you don't need to pull a gun on someone that ran a red light. Like, that's pretty ridiculous, right? So one of the things that people are proposing for police officers is not to have a separate line, like there's 911 you should call, but for situations like that where it's someone that is having a mental health issue, you don't call 911, you call a different number that sends out a mental health professional.
I know about that number.
That's not what they use right now. Right now they call the cops, and the cops come, instead of de-escalating the situation, they escalate the situation and turn violent a lot of times. So that's crazy. What were you thinking when the cop had a gun on you? Did you freeze? I
said, "I love you, don't shoot."
Did you really?
Yes.
You said, "I love you, don't shoot" to the cop?
Yes.
Did he just put one in your knee then? No. It's like, "Don't you call me that, you gay wad." Oh, that's pretty crazy. That's pretty intense.
Yeah.
So how long ago was that?
That was in December 1995, towards the end of the month.
Damn. Well, I'm glad they didn't shoot you.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna keep this one pretty quick today. We got good 10 minutes out of you or so. But before you go, there's a hair on your nose that I want to rip out.
Oh, I want to shave it off.
Let me pull it out.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Ready for it?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, not social distancing again. First week we got an eyebrow, and this week we got a nose, like a tip of your nose hair. So maybe next week.
It grows on my nose and in my nose.
Should we get you waxed?
No.
I'll have someone come in and we'll wax you on the show.
Can they wax my ears?
Yes, I can do that. We can definitely do that. I'll do it.
No, I want a professional.
I am a professional.
No, you're not.
I watched 4 YouTube videos on how to do it.
Oh, that's not a professional.
I'll watch 6 more.
Okay.
So if I watch 10 YouTube videos, you're good?
Yeah.
All right. Nice. Yes. That's going to be fun. We'll do that in a couple weeks. Let me see your ears.
I shaved them recently, but it's still growing out.
We got to get some. Let them grow for a bit, and then we'll do an ear waxing. I'll get a real
I have to shave them for my interview Monday.
Okay. Shave them for your interview Monday, then let them grow for a month, and then I actually have a girl that she'll come and she'll do it.
Okay.
I'll have a real person do it.
You're not a real person?
No, I have a real person that knows what they're doing do it.
Yes. Okay.
I had it done to my nostrils once, and it's not the best feeling, but it works really well.
Okay, good.
So, all right. Well, thanks for stopping by, Marty.
Right,
anything else you want to share with everybody?
I haven't had a gun pulled on me by cops in a long time, so I'm turning my life around.
Good for you, buddy. Good for you. All right, thanks.
In talking with some people this week about the show, Mary Santora gave me a great idea of not just putting up shoes, but having a reason behind putting up the shoes. So this week, the first 2 shoes that you see here are definitely brought to you they're inspired by the two first guests that we had. Marty is kind of a conspiracy theorist guy. He's a little bit different, and so that's why I went with this shoe over here. It's a Kyrie Irving 6. It's got some, it's got like the all-seeing eye on it and stuff like that. So I really wanted to. I think that shoe best represents Marty. And then over here we got a Jordan 6 defining moment package, and that's a classic Jordan retro with some gold on it to commemorate some of the great moments in Jordan's career, including that's the style of shoe he wore when he won his first NBA championship. And the reason I picked that one for Ben Palmer is because I started filming this before that idea that Mary gave me came up. So Ben Palmer, your defining moment package. He's got a package that's a defining moment. There you go. There we go. I brought it all together. So I've never seen his deck. I don't know what it's like. I'm sure it's great. All right. Now we're going to talk with Kayleigh. Kayleigh is this week's Instagram hottie, the Alan Cox Show Instagram hottie, and she's also the Alan Cox Show resident horticulturist. And I drove all the way out to Seville to talk with her, and we had a great chat. It was a very, very fun. And she's not a prissy girl either. Like she can clean up pretty nice, but she is not a prissy girl. She likes getting in the dirt. She's kind of a redneck, that kind of girl. But we had a lot of fun. So check out Kayleigh right now on the Bill Squire Show.
Yeah, I want.
And it's also we're here at your place. This is amazing. What a view!
Yeah, every night we get the sun in the morning.
Yeah.
And then we get
the
sun in the back.
Sun goes down over the trees over here. I'll put a picture of it.
The pond. Yeah, I have pictures I've taken, and I still stand there every night. I'm like, oh my God, I live here.
It's great.
It's nuts.
It's wonderful. It's very nice. We got Whoopsie here, chaperoning, making sure everything's good, right? So, Kayleigh's this week's Instagram hottie. After a few weeks of trying to figure this out, I was just like, you know what? I'll just come to you. We'll do it this way because
you were going to be in Medina. You didn't just come to me.
Well, I needed to go to Medina to get my mom her Mother's Day gift finally.
It was convenient for both of us. You didn't have to go too far out of your way.
No, and I forgot how windy these roads are back here because I grew up around here.
Oh, so you grew up on Bonita.
Yeah, so I like driving over here was kind of like a fun trip down memory lane.
Right.
But to see it's so different because all the when I was a kid here, all the houses were like your house, like nice little farmhouses.
Century old at least.
Yeah, stuff like that. But now there's just McMansions everywhere.
Yeah, you drive down this road and you've got farmhouse, and then there's 2 giant Ryan homes that are double wide, all brand new landscaping, professionally cut lawn. You're like,
yep, it's different than
Medina,
when I was growing up.
Especially, they every corner that used to just be a 4-way that you couldn't even see around the bend of. has an apartment complex over here, a drug mart over here.
Yeah,
it's
a lot of development.
It's kind of sad, but
it makes me feel old too because I remember I have the stories when we first moved to Medina, my dad would tell stories about how if they wanted to go to Medina, they had to drive down 42 all the way because the highway wasn't there. Yeah, they go down Pearl,
and it was horrible. It was 2 lanes wide, and it was just fucking potholes. That was all it was, and there was a Kmart. The Super K. I'm talking
about my kid, my dad when he was a kid. So this is
okay,
not when I there wasn't 71 yet.
There wasn't, but Pearl had. My mom said there was a Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And 2 gas stations and a Kmart. I think there were 4 stores on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember her talking to me about that.
And that's that's what he'd always. So now I have those stories for I remember when it was like this, and now I feel old.
I remember when there was only a Target and a Dairy Queen.
You are what they would call an old soul.
No, because whenever you say that, it just sounds.
Thank you for not liking that.
I don't like it. Oh, I have an old soul. Yeah. I was born in the wrong time.
Yeah.
No, you just
like what you like.
I like what I like, but yeah, I don't prefer my generation. I guess that's how I would put it. Not I don't want to say that because there's a lot of ways my generation definitely benefits my life.
Yeah.
But just the things that are fads and
you're your own person. That's what, and I think it comes down to you like what you like, and like your look and your style and the way you live your life is a lot simpler than a lot of people your age, and you're not caught up in some of the bullshit that's out there, and then also you wear like bell bottom. You kind of have like a look about you that may, like when you first started like interacting with the show and coming to events and stuff like that, I was like, okay, this girl is in her early 20s, but she looks like, I'm like, is she a time traveler? What the fuck?
I mean, one, I don't know if women in the 70s had longer legs.
Yeah.
Or if it's just me, but jeans, I cannot find a pair of jeans at the current moment to fit me to save my fucking life.
Yeah.
The zippers are like 1.5 inches long,
Uh-huh.
and your ass hangs out of the top of them. I'm like, my legs are twice the length of my body.
Yeah.
And I bought these jeans at a thrift store in Columbus. And I was just kind of screwing around. We were just looking, and I was like, oh, these are cool. And I tried them on. And it's like they were painted on me. I was like, I have to buy these.
Yeah.
I can't not get these. And after I started wearing them, everybody's like, those are awesome. Those are cool, so cool. And I looked them up, and they're a denim company from London from 1978. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, why do all the pants from the 70s fit me correctly, and I cannot find a pair of pants at Target right now, or who knows where, online, anywhere, that fit me?
Because I think back then pants were made to fit bodies, and now
it's a look.
Now it's more of a look. Like they're making body like a look to fit. You know,
it's like
they're trying to. They're trying to make you look like some sort of style that might not necessarily work for you.
I want to hide this. I want to make this bigger. I'm like, no, these
actually
right.
low rise,
I don't have to pull these up every time I bend over. My hand can fit in the pocket, because girls like girls' jeans. My favorite part is some of them have pockets and they've got the little seam.
Yeah.
And it's a fake pocket.
It's infuriating.
Just, I'm like, what's the fucking point? It doesn't make it look cooler, and I have shit to put in my pockets.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can actually fit almost all of my hand in the pocket of those jeans. They fit me well, and yeah, I don't like to be the girl that shows up and looks different and make a statement. I just also don't want to wear the same fucking bullshit you see on every white girl. It's just look at my combat boots, my leggings, and my flannel. Or I used to do that in college, and when you grow up and you start to develop more of a taste for music or a taste for style or whatever it is.
Do you think
motorcycles probably also?
Do you think the music is what kind of pushed you that way? Like you like to certain kind of music, and it kind of informed your style.
Stevie Nicks is obviously somebody. Bless you.
I'm allergic to everything, so
as
beautiful as it is out here, I took my medicine, but I'm still going to be sneezy.
Not to derail.
Yeah.
I won't. I'm just going to make a comment and relate to that. I am a horticulturist who's allergic to pollen. Like, my seasonal allergies are absolutely treacherous.
That's
and all day I'm like, why do I do this every day? But anyway, so the jeans.
Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks. Yes, thank you. I was losing my train of thought. Fleetwood Mac. Go ahead. I like Stevie Nicks.
Yeah.
And not to.
How did you come across Stevie Nicks? Because that's not something that's being like pumped into your generation.
No.
You know?
My mom and my aunt always loved Fleetwood Mac.
Uh-huh.
And so I knew their big songs or whatever. But my dad, for my birthday, I think I was 23 or 4, he bought me, because I have a record, my grandma gave me her old record player. It's an old, I can't even remember the name of it. Anyway, he gave me a record, and when I opened it, it was Belladonna. Like, her first big, like, it's the one when she's in the white dress holding the dove with the tambourine. It's one of her iconic solo albums.
Mm-hmm.
And I started playing it on the record player that we had. And Steve's like, are you going to listen to anything else? I'm like, I don't really want to. And then I listened to it on Spotify, like, in my headphones.
Not the same?
I was like, I don't want to hear it this way. I don't like this.
You like the record player.
And it wasn't grainy or scratchy or skippy. It was just, I don't know if it's high treble or it's just real, it's real narrow sound, I guess I would say. But
it's just right.
Yeah, it's how it was meant to be played because that's when it was made.
Yeah.
It wasn't meant to be put through Spotify.
Yeah.
So
I have I've been listening to some. I love listening to anything on vinyl anyway, just because it's fun. I like the process of it, and then you listen to the whole album, you get to know all the songs and stuff like that.
I want to skip this.
ahead. So I like that, and it's the way music, that they intended it for one thing. But then it's also just there is just I don't know. There's something about it that's just fun to have the actual.
It's like a book
product.
It's like a paperback versus
and I'm not a paperwork guy, but I like records a lot.
Do you like albums versus? Do you like albums or?
Yeah, like.
So it doesn't matter if it has to be old enough. It's anything that just a physical.
Yeah, like a physical. I have a lot of modern stuff that's come out recently that I get on vinyl. Like I buy.
Do you go to the record exchange?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
And I'll buy the new stuff that I want, and I'll look for old stuff that I want, and then sometimes I'll just go through the dollar stuff and see what's there, and just be like, all right, Boz Skaggs, let's do some Boz Skaggs because it's $1. And then you listen to it, and you're like, hey, some of the shit fucks.
My dad and I would go on. We would go to the exchange in Medina, I don't know if you remember. Right next to it was Don Tequila.
Yeah.
It's still there. We would go to dinner there, and I also had a Lizards. We would go to Pet Supplies Plus.
I have to wipe my nose.
Go right ahead. Do you want a tissue?
No, it's fine. I'll just be gross.
No, I'm going to get you a tissue.
No, because then we got to stop, and it's fine now.
Oh, okay.
I can edit that out real quick. Yeah.
Okay, anyway, back to whatever. The exchange. So my father and I would go to Mexican with my mom and my family for a Don Tequila, and then Pet Supplies Plus was right next door. And when we would go to the record exchange, he would just hand me a $20 bill. Mm-hmm. And we would go to that case in the back, and it had $1, $3, $5. And we would just pick shit that looked cool, was weird.
It's fun. And then you go and listen to
you're like, this is
horrible. It's either smash or trash. You go, okay, this is great. I love this one.
Like,
no fucking
hell,
way.
Why did I not know about this band yet? That's the other side of it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you might find some gems. All right, let's talk about real quick how you got into... you mentioned you're a horticulturist that has allergies. You're the Alan Cox Show resident horticulturist.
Ding.
And how did you get into that? Is that what you went to college for?
Oh, that's
painful.
No, not painful. This is a long conversation. I don't know how much time you have on this podcast.
I can cut it down.
Yeah, we'll do that. Well, I'll paraphrase. I went to school initially to be a music business administration major at Belmont in Nashville because I was obsessed with live music and following bands around. And after I decided that wasn't what I want to do for a living, I would rather just have that as something I'm interested in. Mm-hmm. I went into business administration because that's what every person does that goes to college that doesn't know what they want. And they just want to make their parents and their grandparents happy. And they want to not go back home. So I went to business school for a semester, and I was talking to my counselor, and she said, we're going to schedule your classes for next year. This is what you have coming up. And it was like human relations, analytics, statistics, creating a budget, like all this bullshit. I'm like, I don't like any of this. Mm-hmm. She's like, well, you get one elective. And I said, what did I say? I said, can I take astronomy? Or it was like marine science. Yeah. She's like, most business majors don't take marine or like astrology as their elective. She's like, why did you choose
astronomy, not astrology?
No, astronomy. Yes. Just the way the stars already look. And I said to her, I was like, I don't know, because it's something I like. She's like, why are you a business major? And I went, you know what? I don't fucking know. I didn't say that because I was thinking. Uh-huh. And she said, I think you should switch to a bachelor's of science instead of business administration. And I did. And from that moment on, it went into classes of biology and chemistry, XYZ, for just basic, like if you were going to be a pre-med student or if you were going to be a vet or anything that had to do with science. You have the first 2 years of, hey, this is baseline for science. And my mom, she had her own landscaping business when I was about 10. Mm-hmm. I used to help her with it. And my mom is just like me. We're always outside. We always have a pretty garden. My grandma's the same way. Where I have my mom and my grandma on her side are very heavy in design and plants. So my grandma was an interior designer. My mom had a landscaping business. So we just like to take things and make them pretty. And it's a material It's the satisfaction of putting materials where you want them and making them look the way you want.
Feng shui.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, my mom had the landscaping business. So then, when I was going to school, and we were off, I had a job at Home Depot in the garden center. I said, this is stupid. This is retail. Eventually, I got all the way to the point where I was working at greenhouses and garden shops around town or wherever because I liked plants so much. I was like, I just want to work in a greenhouse. I don't care if I just water flowers. I just want to be outside and I want to be by plants.
What is it about plants that you like so much?
That the fact they don't have a brain, but they always find a way to adapt to wherever they're put and whatever they're given.
Okay.
They don't have a mouth.
Yeah.
They can't say, "Hey, I'm a little thirsty over here," or "Hey, there's too much sun right here." You just have to watch. It's like a newborn child. You have to watch them, and you have to
they'll tell you what they need.
Yeah, like, "Hey, I'm thirsty, so I'm going to do this." "Hey, I'm to this, so I'm going to move this way." "Hey, the sun's over there, so I'm going to grow that way."
Yeah.
It's like they have a brain because wherever they're put, they find. Oh yeah, oh my god, that's so funny. It's the size of her head.
That's her body.
It's got pork skin on it. But yeah, plants, they absolutely fascinate me. The pigments they create, the way they adapt to their environment, the way they change, what you can do to them artificially that affects them. Like how I can only plant that plant in the backyard because it's a shade plant. Like there's some plants that only just. You could go to there's people that have PhDs in botany. That's 8 years, almost 8 years of school for plants.
Yeah.
And I think what I like the absolute most about plants is that you will never know everything.
That's pretty cool.
Like
that's pretty interesting. Yeah.
You will never know.
There's still things that you don't.
You'll never know. Plants have been trees.
Yeah.
They have everything. Plants have been here way longer than we have. And we eat them. Everything we use is almost made out of them.
Yeah.
Rubber, plastic, paper. If you take something, you point something in a room, and it'll come back to plants. You eat plants. Like, even if it's fake food, it's in a cardboard box, which is made out of a tree.
Right.
That's the kind of things I think about. Just how, and it's such a complex system that it doesn't even try. You just drop a seed, and that happens.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
It's
crazy.
very cool, and I love the passion that you have for it.
They blow my mind. That's why I like plants. They fascinate me.
So, one more thing I want to talk about before we wrap up the interview.
Yeah, don't get me started on plants because I told you were going to be here.
No, it's good. That's good. I like it a lot.
It's going to be a long conversation.
It's exactly what I wanted.
Okay.
So then it comes to motorcycles is the last thing I want to talk to you about.
Cool.
So. I think motorcycles are very cool. I've never actually driven one though. I've never.
Can you drive stick?
Yes, I know how to.
I was gonna say
because I grew up with ATVs and stuff like that, so I know all the shifting and stuff like that.
Yeah, okay.
I just have never driven.
I forgot.
Like I've driven dirt bikes, and they're doing a motorcycle.
I forgot.
Not on a farm, across from a farm, but I grew up in the country, so
yes.
I know how to do all that stuff. But what drew you to motorcycles?
Steve,
okay.
I always, it's not like I'd never heard of a motorcycle before. I never liked them. And then Steve came. I was like, what's a motorcycle? But I used to ride dirt bikes when I was younger. My dad's side of the family is kind of hillbilly.
Yeah.
Redneck. Love it. That's where I live at the moment. But I grew up around my dad who loves cars. We had a boat. My uncles like dirt bikes and snowmobiling, four-wheeling. So I always was a lot, same as you. I was always doing the same kind of thing. And I always liked motorcycles because I was the girl that liked the skinny, scrawny skater kids in high school. Even though I did everything with popular kids in sports and theater and all that shit, I always dated the skinny skater kids. Yeah. And so I liked motorcycles because it's the rebellious thing, and it's I have a motorcycle. Yeah. When you're young, you think like a motorcycle is like badass and he's a scary guy. And I've always liked that. And I met Steve when he was leaving somebody's house on a motorcycle, and I was like, who's that?
Attention getter.
Right.
You want to get girls, guys? Learn guitar, ride a motorcycle.
And you have to bring the guitar to a party and start playing, Wonderwall.
Wonderwall, yeah. Anyway, this is Wonderwall.
Something.
Yeah.
We need another song that you always play. What's that?
What are you thinking
Third Eye
of?
Blind song.
Third Eye Blind? I can't.
Oh my god! Brain fart. Anyway, I don't want to sit here and think about a song name, but oh my god, it's gonna bug the fuck out of me. I'll tell you later, and you'll just have to edit it in, I guess.
Well, I would look it up, but my phone's recording this, so
why don't you step back from that ledge, my friend?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, man.
Yeah.
There you go. You just sing it, and you're known for singing anyway. So I'm glad we got you to sing because you sang the Whatever It Takes song.
Oh yeah.
And that's another thing. It's like the way
that's how it's all started. That's where it started. If you think about it.
It really is, and.
Stupid.
You had started coming. Like I remember the first time I think we hung out.
Yeah, I knew you before I was known to the show.
Yeah, so like barely. You came to the bowling thing that we did at Punch Bowl.
Correct.
And so that was probably 2000. Was that 15 or 16?
Fuck, I don't know.
So,
I don't even know what day of the week
it's one of those things where it's like now I've known you for 4 or 5 years.
You're right.
And it's crazy to think that. And
that
it's
is
just one
weird.
of those things that like we've gone on.
I think it's not weird because I listen to you talk every day.
It's weird that.
So I feel like
how much time has passed.
Oh yeah, no, I understand. You think that, but I think it's not. I probably don't think it's as weird because I listen to you talk every day and I know what's kind of going on in your life.
Did you hear about the motherly blumpkin?
I heard the term and the reference, and it's like when Steve makes a dad joke, I just like want to shake my head and be like, good one.
It's one of those things that makes me so happy to say because I know how like if you really think about it, it's such a disturbing image.
Yeah, it is.
But it's one of those things that I also
tell me that.
I like to like it's something that I know I can say on the radio, and so there's not a lot like so finding something that I can sneak under the radar and get away with it, I'm gonna, and that's one of them.
Is just not the same as Motherly Blumpkin.
Yeah, no, Sign My Document is a good thing. Motherly Blumpkin will ruin everything for you. Like that is, like just anything that is sexual that is motherly is the worst.
Motherly.
Yes.
What a word, motherly.
Motherly. So, because
those are two words I don't think I'd ever
put together. Yeah.
That's probably. It's not even the thing itself. It's the name of it.
It's
saying it.
Yeah, it's the saying it and the word picture that it puts in your mind, and you're just like, no, I'm not. I don't even want. It's all ruined now.
I'm not even gonna open Urban Dictionary. You know what? I really.
No, this isn't an Urban Dictionary thing. This is just me being me. Now, one thing that speaking of Urban Dictionary, I was thinking of coming up with a new term. Not to get a little political right now, but I think there needs to be a term for Buffalo PD because they pushed over that old guy. There's an old man that got pushed over by Buffalo PD.
Yes. Okay, yes.
He hits his head. He's bleeding from the ear, and then the cop that did it, I think 2 cops got suspended, and then 57 cops resigned because they got suspended for fucking pushing over an old man. So I want to come up with a sexual term for when 57
men shove over an old man.
Yeah, shove over an old man and then go celebrate by licking each other's taints or something. That's a Buffalo PD.
I don't want to know why but what came to my head was mudslide.
Mudslide. Oh, here's another one. So
mudslide.
Well, a blumpkin is you know what that is. Everybody knows what that is. I think.
Are you really going to explain this to the camera? Because I can't wait.
What is the reverse of that? Like if a girl is on the toilet and the guy's going, to her, what would you call that?
I usually can come up with something really quick, but
I would call it a shepherd's pie.
I was just saying, you were just waiting because I'm like, how the fuck? You just want me to come on the spot? How would I think of that?
I think that's a good ending spot.
Pie.
Well, thank you for being doing the interview.
Shepherd's pie.
Shepherd's pie.
Yeah. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah. Well, the good news is that's never going to ruin shepherd's pie for you because nobody eats that shit.
Hey, but plants are really cool.
Plants are great.
That's why
yes.
I'm here. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I should have named it after a plant and really ruined it for you.
Give me a day and
you'll have a plant name for it. All right.
Oh, I'm excited. Milkweed. I don't know. We'll come up with something.
All right. Thanks for letting me do this interview. And anything you want to plug or words of advice, plant advice, real quick.
Remember how small you are.
All right, we're gonna wrap up this week with probably my favorite segment of the week. I know it's mean to leave it all the way till the end, but this is a new segment that I'm going to do with my girlfriend where I find a bunch of videos, whether they're funny or kind of scary or, they gross her out because they got spiders, whatever it is. She never knows. And I'm not going to try and make it one thing or the other. I want to keep her on her toes. And so it's basically what's going to happen. So she'll see the video, just the first frame, and then she'll go make a prediction of what's going to happen. And some of these are, like I said, some are funny, some are just cool, some are gross, some are educational, and we'll go with that. So check out what's going to happen with my girlfriend Sam right now on the Bill Squire Show.
All right, so today we're going to play a little game. A little game called What's Going to Happen?
Oh, what's going to happen?
Are you nervous about this?
I'm a little nervous. But
Why?
You told me there's no more spiders, but...
There might be a spider.
I
Who
don't
knows?
know if I believe you.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe you shouldn't, maybe you should.
This is what causes trust issues, Bill.
Well, I think you'll enjoy what's going to happen. And if not, I think the listeners will enjoy and the viewers will enjoy more than anything. This is a very visual bit too. So we'll do our best to explain what's going on to people that just listen. But if you want to get on YouTube and watch this, I think that's the best way to experience it. So oops, a little hiccupy there. Let's go with picture in picture. Let's add us as the little guys here.
Oh, no.
You're nervous.
I don't know what to expect.
All right. How big do we want to be?
I don't know. How ridiculous is this thing that I'm about to watch?
It's not that. It's fine. I'm not trying to give you nightmares or anything. All right. So, based on what you see right here, what do you think is going to happen?
No idea.
Well, you have to make a prediction. That's the whole fun of the game.
She looks like she's holding something. So,
yeah.
I don't know. Is she about to roll a joint?
Okay. So you think she's about to roll a joint? All right.
I don't know.
Let's see what happens. Oh, hold on.
Oh, no. Worse. Oh, gross. Is that bologna? I hate bologna.
I think it's bologna. Yeah.
Oh, my God. I don't want to watch it again. No.
She goes, it's turkey. She goes, turkey Slurpee.
Ugh, okay.
And
that
she
makes it a little
sucks
better.
down a piece of turkey.
And then chokes on it.
And it's pretty wonderful.
Ugh.
So that was what happened there.
That was not a joint. You could have made that into a delicious sandwich, lady.
Right, but she didn't. Instead, she made it into her esophagus.
No, she didn't. She didn't make it. It came out. I don't think
it came out.
It sounded like it didn't go down.
Okay. Well, all right. Let's get to the next one.
Okay.
All right.
Boats. I see boats. Okay. I think this one's going to be funny.
Okay.
Somebody's going to get hurt.
We'll see.
I have hopes.
So
I have hopes and dreams.
This is a lot for me to do. So we're just going to go right over to here. And go picture in picture. Oh, nope. Not this guy. There we go. All right. So you think in this segment, what's going to happen?
Somebody's going to get hurt.
Someone's going to get hurt. All right.
And I'm going to have fun.
So
this is where I have fun.
All right. So this is a boat just cruising across a lake, being filmed by another boat.
Now, I have definitely heard of some boat launch fails, but this one might just take all the fucking cake. But you notice anything different about this boat?
So, for those of you listening, the boat is still on the trailer, and this old man's just driving across the lake, just
That's
not
really
giving
funny.
one fuck.
Oh, good for you, Grandpa.
Yeah, I like that one.
I'm disappointed no one
quite
got hurt,
a bit.
but that's funny.
That is funny. All right, so
I don't understand how that happens.
he's an old man.
You just unhitch the whole trailer instead of just push the boat off?
I guess. I mean, it's one of those things that is just, it happened, and I don't know exactly how it all happened, but I'm really glad it happened. And it seems like he's doing fine. Like, he's probably like, hey, I can't get up on the plane like I like to do with the boat. I can't really open her up. But, well, it's still pretty enjoyable to just watch.
Hopefully that doesn't ruin his boat.
Yeah. Are you one of those people that cares so much about property?
No, but he seems
No, I
to
know.
like his fucking boat.
Yes, he does. All right. Now this one. Hold
Don't
on.
do that.
I know. I'm just joking. Okay. All right.
Oh, man. Cartoons?
This is a cartoon, and You are not going to figure out what this one is about, but I want your best bet.
Okay, so immediately I think there's one song at Corky's, and the end of the song is this weird sex video.
Okay.
Cartoon sex video. That's what I think this is.
You think that? I'm going to go with the weird cartoon sex video from Corky's.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I don't remember what song it is, but...
Well, let's find out.
It's
The Euclidean warlord says he has long admired the fit of your Levi's jeans.
This is a fucking Levi's commercial?
It is a frequent custom to wear Levi's jeans on Earth, denim and corduroy. One of the things I often miss so far from home. But I do not think the Euclidean could wear Levi's jeans.
Levi's? He says Clids do not exactly wear Levi's jeans.
What year was that from?
I want to say like 1982. I'm not exactly sure, but that is so ridiculous. And
That's
like
really funny.
And it probably worked for a few kids. There's probably some nerdy kids that saw that and like, I want to wear the jeans that make you go into space.
Like, okay, was that a show? Are those characters from a show?
No, I think it was a
like...
one-off thing where they're like, here's this guy just randomly going through space, and he meets these aliens, and they're just having a little adventure together.
Wearing jeans.
Just wearing some jeans.
No! Oh, no!
Oh, I forgot about this guy.
No.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, gosh. Those are like the worst ones because you can see their insides.
That's kind of why it's fun.
Ugh.
All right, so we got another spider video.
What are those? Those can't be his eyes. Oh.
So this one's, I don't think it even has any sound. But you're making enough sound. So, yeah, those are his eyes. And then...
No.
You can see his little wigglies in the back.
Oh, his wigglies?
Well, you see his eye wigglies.
Okay, that part's interesting and cool, but no.
So you don't like this spider?
If that thing was anywhere near me, I would throw stuff at it or run away or tell you.
He's
to
just a
murder
little
it.
tiny guy, and he's got those little. Look at his little wigglies in the back when his eyes move.
No.
Look at it again. He's cute.
He's cute. You want a pet spider? I'll take Whoopsie back to the lady, and you can get a spider.
I can have both.
I will not be here.
Ah, well. So if I got a tarantula, you'd leave?
I would not come here often.
Well, now I know my exit plan if I ever need one.
Would you actually buy a tarantula, or would you just ask someone to borrow one? Like, can I borrow this so I can break up with my girlfriend?
So I can get my girlfriend to break up with me guilt-free.
I'd make you feel bad.
Well.
This is premeditated.
Yeah, all right. And also now you know my whole plan. Okay, this one's actually pretty cool. I like this guy. I think you'll be impressed by this one. So what do you think's going to happen in this one?
I don't really know. What this is?
So they're working with heavy machinery.
This is an oil rig?
Yeah, this is an oil rig. So they're working with real heavy machinery, and there's a bunch of guys and they're filming it. And
look at those arm muscles.
Yeah, what do you predict is going to happen?
I don't know. There's going to be a mess.
You think there's going to be a mess?
I think there's going to be a mess.
Okay, well, let's see what happens.
But if I'm going to be impressed, there's probably not a mess.
But I could be misleading you. All right, so
mess.
Okay, yeah, but that's like a regular mess. Like that's like a regular amount of mess. It's like an acceptable amount of mess right there.
This is ridiculous.
I know the chains that they're wrapping around on this thing, and they're just chains everywhere. It's these giant machines, and there's just chains everywhere, and they're just lugging the stuff around, going back and forth.
Standing over a hole.
Mm-hmm. They put this guy on. Giant clamps. Giant wrenches, basically. Well, there's a ton of other shit going on, too. He wraps it around. Chain it like 4 or 5 times. And then they put this other piece in. Oh, he's got to clean it off, I guess, or oil it up, probably. Oil it.
Yeah, lube that thing up.
Yeah, you got to lube that thing up. Lube it up. And then that's the part that I love right there. Like, that's one of those things where you see someone that's so good at their job that they have a technique like that where they can...
Can we rewatch that part?
Yes, we can. Let's go back a little bit. But isn't that cool? Like, I watched this and I was just like, hey, that looks fun. I want to get that good at something.
You are that good at stuff.
Well, it's not as visually pleasing as what this guy does. He just like whips the chain and it jumps to the other piece of the pipe and then screws it in.
Do you think this guy's been doing this?
Probably most of his adult life. I'm guessing 5 or 6 years because he looks like a baby. Because these guys get hurt all the time. It's such a dangerous job, as you can see with everything that's going on there. I'm terrified.
Wrapped around in chains and
die. Oh yeah, it's so scary, but they make good money.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Nice whip technique.
Whip technique. All right, what do we got here? Oh, I don't want to do this one.
Why?
We already saw that one. That one's like that one's not as interesting. Okay, now this one's great.
What in the fuck?
All right. So what we got here is I don't know.
What am I even looking at? Is this like a giant sled on the side of a cliff?
It's just the truck going up a cliff.
Oh, it's a truck. Okay.
Yeah, it is a truck, and they got like a drone following them with a eagle eye view of them going up this very steep cliff.
Steep cliff on the edge. This truck is packed with people.
Yeah. I don't think there's any sound on this
one.
You
didn't ask me what I expected to happen.
Oh, yeah. What do you expect to happen?
I have no idea, but it doesn't look good.
All right. So do you think?
Danger, Will Robinson.
Danger's going to happen. All right. There's no sound on this one, so it's a visual one. So if you want to see this one, just go to the YouTube channel and check it out. They're just going around, just casual, just all chilling. They're like, hey, this is fun. We're just literally inches away from the cliff.
Sardine
at times.
In.
Yes, packed in. Yeah, right? Like there's a dude like looking over, like, oh, cool, I can see all the way down.
I mean, that's cool, but like I don't want to be that guy. I want to be that guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the last to fall off the cliff.
And then he takes out his selfie stick, and that's it. But if I had the full video, they actually go over the cliff and they die. No, I'm kidding. I don't know what happened, but it's just one of those things where I watched that and I was just like, that is a pants shitting experience. And these people are handling it like champs.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, I can't.
At Yellowstone National Park, they don't have guardrails on the sides of most of the road.
Yeah.
So you're like this far away, and it's terrifying.
That is terrifying.
You just look down to your doom.
All right. This one right here is our last one for this week.
Does the dog get hurt? Tell me the dog does not get hurt.
You have to wait and see. So there's a dog, there's ice. The dog's in a van, but it's like very clear ice. And the dog...
Is it partially cracked? Is that what I'm seeing also?
Yeah, it looks like there's cracks in it. So let's see what happens here. What do you think is going to happen?
I want the dog to survive, and I don't care about anything else.
Okay, so you want the dog to survive, but what do you think is going to happen? That's the game.
I'm concerned about this dog.
All right, so you're concerned about the dog. You think the dog's going to get hurt?
No.
It's kind of a long clip.
Oh, God.
So we got... Here it goes.
This dog is smarter than this human.
No, the ice is very, very thick. They have a van on the ice. I don't know what country this is in. I think Russia. But they got this van and the Siberian Husky that does not want to get out onto the frozen ice because he thinks it's water and it's scary to him.
Or her.
Or
yeah. They.
But what a cute dog.
Very floofy.
Yeah, and come on, get the courage. Gonna do it. No.
Oh, she's
and then pulls him like sliding across. And so then they finally put like a little blanket down for the dog to jump onto. Oh, God damn it. I haven't even been showing it on here. All right, hold on. I got to take it all back. I'm going to have to edit here. So
it's okay.
We got the dog here. And the ice is frozen solid, but the dog's so scared. If you were a dog, you'd be scared too.
I don't trust ice. Do you trust ice?
Not really, but I mean, when I see the van, it seems to be doing okay. I think I trust the ice enough to give it a shot. But I also think it's just real cute that this dog's like, you guys are dumb, I'm staying in here. But you're not safe in there either, dog, because you're probably less safe in there because you get trapped in there. But also, look how blue that ice is.
It's beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
But I'm not trying to stand on it.
Yeah, and then they put the blanket down. And they put the blanket down, then the dog's like, oh, I can get on a blanket. If I hold a blanket, it'll hold the dog. And then she's like, oh, yeah, this is fun.
Oh, this is fine. I'm fine. Yeah. I survived.
Yeah. So
that was cute.
That was cute. So now you know what to expect. They're not all going to be try to freak you out, like there's gonna be some ones like that. But I'm gonna mix it up with some different kinds of videos, just things that I like that I think are fun. And I like all those videos.
Which one's your favorite? Fucking spider eyes.
I do like the spider eyes, but I like the chain one.
Yeah.
Like it's just cool.
It is cool.
It's just one of those things where you watch that and you go, "That's a fucking man right there." Like, that's some fucking man work right there. Like, and that's one of those things. Like, if I feel like I could learn how to do that eventually, but like the process of watching me try and figure that out would be way more viral than that video. Like, yeah, it'd be like definitely like there'd be a lot of people dying as I tried to learn to do that.
No,
I just like flip around and whipping people. Well, it's not a murder. It's an accident.
On a tree. Just practice on a tree.
There you go. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll start
in the forest, away from humans.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Probably kill a tree though. So, all right. So those are the videos. If you ever have any videos you want to save, or if you guys, listeners and viewers, if you want to send me anything, just send it to bill@alancockshow.com, and I'll use it on the show here.
Woohoo!
So I think that's good. You got all of them wrong.
Oh, were you expecting me to get all of them right or any of them right?
Yeah, you're just for however many videos we watched.
I'm gonna try to be 0 for all of them.
I think that's the way to go. Mm-hmm. I think that's the fun of the game. You're just always wrong, always wrong. All right. So thank you guys for watching this segment. That's that.
Bye.
All right, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe and follow on YouTube. Whatever you can do there would help. The podcast is finally on the iHeartRadio app, so you can subscribe there, or Apple Podcasts, or Spotify, wherever you get podcasts. And if you could do me a favor, tell somebody else about this. Tell 1 or 2 people about this podcast and tell them why you like it, and maybe they'll jump on board too. Trying to build this audience slowly and organically. And I don't want to do it with like shock moments or anything like that. I just want people that want to be entertained by me to be entertained by me. So hopefully we can build that up together. And that's all. I'm the King of Plop. Thanks for watching.